going to do an overview of converting polar to rectangular and rectangular to polar. So the first one, we're going to start with x and y, and we're going to convert it into r and theta. So r is the square root of x squared plus y squared. That's the formula you're going to use. You know x, you know y, so then you're just going to get r equal to the square root of 5 squared plus 5 squared. Root of 3 squared is times 3. So that's going to be the square root of 25 plus 75, which is 100, which is just going to be square root of that is 10. Did anybody get 10 for that? Nice. Then we're going to find the angle theta. Theta is the inverse tangent of y over x. So if we're looking for theta here, we go inverse tangent of y, 5 root of 3 over 5. So what's the inverse tangent of the square root of 3? Well, I want you to know it, I want you to memorize it, but for a couple days, I'm going to have a little cheat board up here. Student made it, Maren Bokamp, she did a great job, and what she did is she put the ones that you're most likely to need. Inverse tangent of 0 is 0, inverse tangent of 1 over root of 3, that's pi over 6. Root of 3, pi over 3. You should memorize these because they'll come up a lot. And really, the only 3 you need to really remember is inverse tangent of 1 over root of 3, 1, and root of 3. And I'll leave these up here so that you can peek at it until adjust time. Then, inverse tangent of square root of 3 is pi over what? Which one, 6 or 3? 3, very good. Pi over 3. So there's your r, there's your theta. We did it. Nice. Next, let's do the equation. It's in xy form in the equation. We're going to turn it into polar. So wherever you see x, you can replace it with r cosine theta. So this is 2r cosine theta. And then wherever you see a y, you can replace it with r sine theta. And this one's squared, so we'll square each of these. And then plus y, which is r sine theta. We might do one more little move here. This is 2r cosine theta equal to 5r squared sine squared theta plus r sine theta. What could we divide both sides by, get rid of? What can we get rid of in all 3? Probably the r. Okay, so my final answer there will be 2 cosine theta equals 5r sine squared theta plus sine theta. Now you might be asked to solve for r, so you would go 2 cosine theta minus sine theta equals 5r sine squared. Divide by 5 sine squared, and there would be your equation. Don't worry about simplifying or any of that stuff. How do you got that? Or something close to it? Did you? Yeah, nice. And if you did you get this one? This is good if you got that far. All right, so now let's do rectangular to polar. So now we're in r theta, we're going to turn it into xy. Well, this is easy. This is just x is r cosine theta, and y is r sine theta. So all you have to do is plug those r and thetas in. X is r, which is 40, times the cosine of pi over 3. Y is 40 times the sine of pi over 3. So I just use my unit circle. Pi over 3 is here. That's over a half, right? Up square root of 3 over 2. So which is cosine, the x or the y? x, so we're going to have 40 times a half, which is 20. And then for sine of pi over 3, it's going to be 40 times the square root of 3 over 2. 40 over 2 is 20. This will be 20 square root of 3. Sorry, we ran out of space there. 20 square root of 3. And then now we have one more thing to do here. We have 5r equals r cosine theta, and you're going to turn this into rectangular form. What's r cosine theta equal to? What can you replace it with? X, and r is just the square root of x squared plus y squared. You're good. You can just leave it that way. And that's the review of converting polar to rectangular, rectangular to polar for points and equations.